Today I'm going to show you different ways that you can wear the Toiletry 26 and exactly how to do so. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. On my channel, I mainly talk about luxury handbags, beauty, fashion, style, just all the things that make us as women feel beautiful. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Louis Vuitton Toiletry 26. Lately, I've been using this a lot inside of my larger totes as a catch-all, and it just got me thinking that there are so many different ways that this can be used, and my creative juices started flowing, and I found a bunch of different ways that you can use this. So I just wanted to share them with you. You know, we spend a lot of money for these luxury items, and we need to figure out ways to get a lot of use out of them. They need to be all the things that we need them to be. So if you're not familiar with the Toiletry 26, it's the largest one in this particular toiletry line. There's also a medium, which is the 19, and a smaller version, which is the 15. It's made of coated canvas, and the inside is just an open pouch, and this is a washable lining. It has a zip top closure and then just a piece of vachetta leather on the end. And unfortunately, this isn't sold by itself anymore. It now comes as part of a trio with the Toiletry 19 and the Toiletry 15. There is a version of this. It's called a poche toilette, and it is a lot more expensive than what I paid for this. So if you're interested, you might want to check that out. There's also options on the pre-love market. So if you are interested in getting this, then check out the pre-love market. You'll probably get a good deal on it. So let's start with the intended use for this, which is as a toiletry bag. So I just have some items that I might typically put inside of this. So as you can see, the items just kind of sit like this. Everything just kind of gets, I don't know, buried. So if I put more in, they'll be stacked on top of these items and I won't be able to see them. But that is the obvious purpose for this. And this can also be used as a makeup bag. I don't really use it as a makeup bag, but I do use my Toiletry 19 as a makeup bag because it's not as deep and it's just easier to see things. Like I mentioned earlier, I've been using this as a catch-all inside of some of my larger tote bags, and I love this for that purpose. So some of the things that you can fit inside of this as a catch-all are maybe like a notebook. Fits inside of here. So my tablet doesn't fit inside of here, but I think if you have like a mini iPad, it would probably fit in here. So just like all of the bigger items that you want to keep organized inside of a larger purse or a larger tote all fit in here. And I put this inside of my work bag a lot. And I like it because, you know, when you get off of work, if you have to go somewhere like happy hour or maybe run some errands, I just put my little small key pouch inside with my money and my credit cards, and I just stick it in here, and I don't have to take my big giant handbag in the store. I can just like take this with me. So convenient and just so practical for that type of purpose. So these next few ways, I'll be showing how to use this as a handbag. And I know there's been some debate about using toiletry pouches as handbags. Some people have really strong feelings about turning these into handbags. They think people are trying to get a handbag for cheaper. But I say that if you're able to use your smarts and your creativity to turn these expensive items into handbags and get multiple uses out of them, then more power to you. As a matter of fact, at one point, Louis Vuitton saw that people were turning these into handbags, and they added a chain to them and marked up the price and sold them that way. So this can be worn so many different ways as a handbag by using a conversion kit. This one I found on Amazon, and I'll link it below. It has a couple of D-rings on either side, and you just stick it inside of the pouch. And this particular insert has a bunch of different card slots as well as a couple of pouches. I have a few different straps that I use on this, but just whatever is in your collection. You know, I pull straps off of various handbags to put on this, as well as some straps that I bought off of Amazon. One of the ones that I tend to use is the strap off of my reverse pochette Matisse, and I just hook it on to the insert. And for this end of the pouch, you just want to make sure that you put your strap inside this way, or else you won't be able to zip it. And then I just have like a reverse monogram pouch. And then this is a strap that I bought off of Amazon. It says it's genuine vachetta leather, but who knows? But it looks like it's genuine vachetta leather. It's a very, very good dupe. And for a dressier look, you can add a gold chain strap. It just gives it a little bit more of a dressier, elegant vibe. And I bought this chunky chain off of Amazon, and you can convert it into a shoulder bag or just kind of like an ornamental type chain, and it's so cute. I just love this chunky chain, and I think if you wanted to wear this like as an evening clutch, this gives it a little bit more of a like a sophisticated type vibe. If you have a mini pochette or some type of other pouch with like D-rings or a lobster claw, you can turn this into a double toiletry bag. It would probably look better if I had a monogram pochette accessoire, but this gives it a little bit of interest. And I just attached my reverse monogram strap on here, and this is like a totally new bag. And what I did was I just strung the strap of the mini pochette accessoire through the D-rings on the insert, and voila, a totally new bag. I think these look really cute as a clutch. Whenever I see people out and about using these as a clutch, I think it looks so cute. If you want to add some bag charms onto this, then you can just hook them onto the D-ring inside. So for instance, this is a bag charm that I have, and I can just hook it onto the D-ring, and it just adds a little bit of cuteness and versatility to using it as a clutch. So add your bag charm of choice. So thank you so much for your time and your attention today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.